Hello, Hopper class. Mrs. Savage here. This is your first lesson on English for the week today. Now, can you see where I am? Oh, I'm near a castle. Ooh. Do you know whose castle that could be? Could it be the giant's castle? I don't know. Let me share my screen and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing today. So our objective is, can I answer questions about Jack and the Beanstalk, about our story? So what you need to do is you need to have made sure you've listened to the story, Jack and the Beanstalk. Now that was last week, I believe on Thursday. So you need to listen to the story of Jack and the Beanstalk so that you're able to help. It will help you answer the questions. So let's start. So, oh yes, and make sure that it's your choice. So either get a piece of paper and a pencil and you can write down your answers and you can tick it, or an adult can record you telling the answers. So make sure you watch the video, okay? First. So question 1, why does Jack's mother suggest that he sells the cow? Why does Jack's mother suggest that he sells the cow? So pause the video, write down your answer, and then I'm going to go on to the answer. Let's have a look. So it says, Jack and his mother were so poor they never had enough to eat. One morning they had nothing left at all. You'll have to take the cow to market and sell her, said Jack's mom sadly. So the answer is, if you'd written anything about they were too poor and they didn't have anything to eat, give it a tick. If you didn't, then you can write the answer. So why did Jack's mother have to sell the cow? Because they were too poor and they had nothing left to eat. The next question, how would you feel if you had to sell your family pet? Or maybe you had to give your family pet away. Now, if you don't have a pet, think way back to the autumn when we had our guinea pigs, and I showed you the guinea pigs. Think about those guinea pigs we have at school. Imagine if you had to sell them. How would you feel? And don't forget to explain why. So pause the video, record your answer, and then hit play again to get the answer that I will tell you. So let's have a look at some of the things I said. So how would I feel? I would feel really upset because I thought, that's not fair. That's my hamster, or that's my dog. I don't want to give him up. Or I might be worried because I don't know who the cow or who the animal is going to. I'd be worried that maybe their new owners wouldn't be very nice. I might feel a little bit angry, thinking that's not fair, or I don't want to give up my favorite pet or my animal. Confused. I don't know why they have to take my pet. Maybe we could do something else. Maybe we could sell something else to get some money. Or unhappy. I was feeling really unhappy because it was really sad because my favorite pet or my family pet would always sit on my bed every morning and I like to stroke my little cat or my dog. So those are some of my reasons. So give yourself a tick if you have something similar as well. The next question. What happened when Jack returned home? There's two possible answers. So have a look at these pictures, they can help you. So pause the video and then hit play when you want to see the answer. What happened when Jack returned home? Let's read it. So, I'm sorry. So here we have what happened. He got into trouble and the mom threw the beans out the window. So those would be the two answers. He got into trouble and the mom threw the beans out the window. The next question, what adjective describes the author? What adjective does the author use to describe Jack's room that morning? Do you remember what an adjective is? Can you tell me? Well done. An adjective is a describing word. So what word describes Jack's room? Pause the video. You can have a read of the page that I've put here for you, and then play when you want the answer. So let's have a read. Poor Jack went to bed hungrier and gloomier than ever. What were they to do? In the morning, even his room seemed gloomy. His room seemed gloomy? Just a minute. So what adjective does the author use to describe Jack's room? Gloomy. Well done. Next question. Who does Jack meet at the top of the beanstalk? Think carefully about this one. Kind of a trick. Think carefully. Pause the video. Remember back. Are you ready for the answer? And there at the top, he found a giant castle with a giantess in front of it. Jack gulped, then his tummy rumbled. Excuse me, he called out. Please, could you spare some breakfast? So it was the giantess. So remember, he met the giantess first. The next question. How is Jack feeling in this photo and why? So think of some feelings. Nom, nom, nom. She whisked Jack inside and set him down next to an enormous crusty loaf. Breakfast had never tasted so good. So how is he feeling and why? So pause the video, finish writing your answer down. I put happy because he normally doesn't have a lot to eat, full because he's eating so much, excited because he's never seen so much food before. So any of those words would do. The next question. Where does the giantess hide Jack? Do you remember? Pause. Are you ready for the answer? But then, stomp, stomp, stomp. Quickly, hide in here. The giantess stuffed Jack into a pot, just as the giant came into the kitchen. So the answer would be into a pot. Well done if you got that right. Next question. What does Jack steal from the giant? What was it that Jack stole from the giant? Pause the video. Record your answer. Ready for the answer? He grabbed the hen and fled for the door. The bird let out a squawk, which woke the giant, who saw Jack and let out a furious roar. So well done if you put the hen. Give it a tick. How do you think the giant feels when Jack steals his precious hen? Try to give a reason. So you think about what was the feeling the giant felt. If I go back to this picture, look at the giant. How do you think he felt when his hen got stolen? And write why. Pause the video, write your answer. You ready? I put furious because it makes the giant rich, and without it, he won't make any money. Maybe the giant felt angry because it's his pet and he loves his pets. Did you get any of those? But I think any word that described the giant as being angry or mad would be great. Next question. What does Jack's mother do to keep him safe? Can you remember? What does the mother do at the end of the story to keep him safe? Pause the video. Ready for the answer? Jack and his mother chopped and chopped at the beanstalk. It creaked and it wobbled, then it toppled down over sideways. The giant was flung far over the hills. They never saw him again. So what does Jack's mother do to keep him safe? Chop down the beanstalk. Well done. Now, at the end, what happens at the end of the story? Pause the video. Push play if you're ready for the answer. As for Jack and his mother, they lived happily ever after. Each morning the hen laid a golden egg, so they grew rich, and Jack never climbed another beanstalk. So if you put that they have the hen and they get lots of money, they become rich, the giant is never seen again, Jack never climbs another beanstalk. So well done on that quiz on our story of Jack and the Beanstalk. So remember, you can watch the video of us telling the story of Jack and the Beanstalk anytime to remind you what it's about. And we'll see, hopefully, oh, hopefully I won't see any giants or giantesses in my castle. I hope you enjoyed that quiz. Well done for knowing so much about the story, and give yourself a pat on the back. Fantastic. See you next time. Bye.